now. All in the MIA, oh, like this. Boy, you get no love, you get. Stand 10 toes down. My go down. Rats can't fold down. My your dough down. We ain't gon' put on the fourth down. We on the hunt, we want more now. Real from the jump, we on now. Swear no more going broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like KB. Every night they, but please don't.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're won by the Orlando Magic.
My ball. Hey, check up. Let's go. See the screen. See it.
The drive right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The Magic with the rebound. Here comes the screen. Almost unlucky bounce. Driving right to the basket. Rebounded by Orlando. Here comes the screen.
Too slow, too slow. Give me the rock.
Vucevic. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
The drive, right to the basket. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Ah, rocking the rim. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Not that time.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
Knocked loose. Minnesota with the basketball. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
And a throwdown.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Knocked loose. Wolves have it. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Count it.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And finishes strong. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Off the assist.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Get it back. Get down, get down, get down. Half court, here it comes. I got ball, this is all me.
Teague, a shot, no good. Augustine with it up top, trailing by 10. And look out, big finish at the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Augustine with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Orlando ball.
Cutter, get a tag.
Give him 2 points. High percentage. And a nice finish at the rim. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you. And Teague with the basketball. The lead is 11. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Fultz into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here's Orlando with the basketball.
Swing coming.
Robert Covington, huge block. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Short jumper won't fall.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Double team. Here we go.
Now a steal as the Magic have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do...
Fellas, back to you.
Teague with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Magic have it.
Hey, I got ball, I got mine. Y'all get yours, I got mine.
Not gonna have it this time. Gorgie Jang swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Jeff Teague. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Won't go.
Here we go. I got ball. I got ball. Get in the stance. He's coming. Get in the stance. I got help. I got your help.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Orlando has it.
I got ball. I got ball.
Knocked loose. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Teague buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Wolves. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Magic basketball.
Everybody pick up, everybody pick up.
And throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Derrick Rose slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Doesn't get the bounce. Beyond the arc for 3, and it's good.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Nice work inside by Markelle Fultz.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Stuffs it down with authority.
With handles like that, you get into the hoop at will.